Hello, my name is Janine. Please make yourself a lovely cup of coffee and join me for a coffee chat. Today, I have a very special guest here with me, my own uniquely created son, Luan. Luan, welcome here with your mother.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Today, we're going to discuss your journey as a uniquely created son. Tell me, Luan, can you please explain how you became uniquely created?
I'm disabled. I'm
Yes.
disabled, so I have left brain damage. It happened when I was born. The umbilical cord
Umbilical cord?
was 3 times around my neck.
Yes. Um, Let me quickly explain a little bit more detail. A week before his birth, before my cesarean was scheduled, the specialist, the doctor couldn't get a heartbeat, and a week later, he was born. She didn't say anything. So I didn't think there was something wrong. And a week later, when he was born, I also didn't suspect something being wrong. And he was such a friendly baby. He was a quiet baby. Um, yes, you only cried, by the way. If you were hungry, you you just slept in your bed. It was so cute. You were such a joyful child. I remember your grandmother always waking you up when we would go and visit them, and you would be laughing. You were really a happy child. And then when he started to crawl, we started to realize there's something wrong. I took him to the doctor, and she said he's got hemiplegia. It means brain damage on a certain side of the brain. His was left side brain damage. And so he couldn't totally use his right side muscles like he was supposed to. He would compensate, and if a toy was on the right side, he'd take the toy with the left hand. But still, he was a very happy child. And then later brain scans were done, and it showed left side brain damage. A specialist had said he's not going to ever be able to walk. We're going to have to accept he's going to be in a wheelchair. But at that stage, I totally believe life and, ach, life and death is in the boulder of the tongue. So immediately I said, I refuse to take that negative report of my child. He's gonna walk. And he did walk slowly later in his life, but he walks, he runs. And the other day we started doing that grateful, what? Thankfulness therapy. And I asked you, what are you thankful for? What was your answer?
That I can walk and
You can talk
that I could talk and
and that you can play sports.
yes, now I remember.
Okay. And by the way, I've got a very funny child. He loves making jokes. I wish you could see him. He's sitting here laughing at me. You know, this is our first podcast together, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun. So tell me, Luan, when first did you realize that you were uniquely created?
In grade 2, the before I were in grade 2, they like not they played with me like I was a normal child. And then when I had operation in grade 2, then they like
They differentiated.
yes, and I felt like I was different, and I was not in a disabled school, so it felt wrong because are they like didn't
Ye-
play with me anymore, and like yes, I was alone.
I remember also, remember when you played cricket, and yes, that's the sad part. When you played cricket, they didn't want to play cricket with you because you couldn't run like they.
Yes,
So, but what did it learn us? It learned us to lean on the Lord much more because not everybody is created the same, and that's okay. So later, in was it grade four that the school? It was a normal school, by the way, that helped him a lot. But no, it was grade three. Yes, you're right. Grade three is showing me grade three. Yeah, grade three, and they said they can't help him anymore. I must take him to a special school, and I went and took him to a special school, and there already the Lord started changing my heart because I remember I didn't want to put you in a special school. I
yes,
kicked against it. I wanted to put you in a normal school. Um, but our lovely Lord started working there on my heart. And there I prayed if the Lord wanted him in a special school, he will give us space. Because I remember I had to put you on a waiting list. And when we went to the special school, they suddenly told me, there's a space for you. And when I put you in the special school, did you feel more that you belonged?
yes.
Why?
Because everyone played together. It's much. It's not different, but it's more like I felt I belong here, and it's a
Why?
lovely school because everyone's the same and they don't care what's wrong. Like not like what's wrong with you, but what's wrong with you. Like what's your disability. Like everyone plays with everyone.
Yes, how lovely. And doesn't that teach us? It teaches us a special lesson. It doesn't matter how you were created. All you want is
Sadness.
acceptance. Yes. So, in this special school, everybody accepted him just the way he was, and he accepts other children the way they are. It didn't matter so much anymore.
No.
And they make a point there's, of course, no teasing, nothing like that. Sorry I'm asking you this, but have you ever been teased?
No, I have not.
Okay, I do remember when he was small, there was this twins and they came running and they showed they didn't want to play with him because he was running strange with his hand because his muscles are affected on the right side. His right hand and right leg is affected because the signal that the brain sends to the muscle doesn't work like it's supposed to work. But that taught me, of course, it hurt at that moment, but that taught me to lean more on the Lord. He was the only one you could run to because you can't go and say something. They were kids, they were also small, but it teaches us not just for families with uniquely created children, or if your niece, your aunt with a uniquely created child, it teaches the whole world a message. And what's the message? You give the message. Being friendly in a
A cruel, cruel world.
yes. Let's all be friendly, kind in an unkind world and accept people just for who they are. It doesn't matter how you look, how you were created. And tell me, you've got special achievements. Oh, yes. Do you remember what the doctor said about your speech? What your physiotherapist said that you've got so much brain damage?
I couldn't
You're
walk.
not supposed
I'm
to?
not supposed to walk or talk. or run.
Yes. And what do you love the most?
I
You're
love
going to
the
love this topic.
I love the most to talk and to run and play sports.
Yes, you love sports. And today you're playing sports, something that I think doctors years ago didn't think is possible. Oh, yes. Remember when you went for that huge operation? Oh, and he's never ever so quiet. He loves talking. He's just quiet today because I believe he's shy. Are you shy?
No,
Just enjoy you having a chat here with your mum. He went for a very big operation that they tried to make his muscles more flexible, that he'll be able to use his hands more. They had to stretch some muscles, and he was walking on his toes. So that your one foot is how much smaller than the other one?
one size
One
more.
size, about one or two
One
sizes,
size.
one size. And then he would have gone for operation later to stretch the one leg.
Yes.
And what did the doctor say there?
It's
Remember when they measured?
they measured the leg and they told us it's not we don't have to do the operation anymore because the legs they are the same length.
Yes, and I asked the specialist, but is that possible? Because that was immediately after the operation. And she said, no, this is a miracle. So, how are you grateful? How do you rather look at life?
I look at life like more
You don't look what you don't have.
yes because you must be grateful what you have because there's um always a person that has more
Less.
that has less than you and struggle more than you so you must be more grateful what you have because there's always someone that does not
Have what you have.
have what you have and can't move like you move and they wish they can move like you or run like you or do stuff like you do and yes.
Yes. And you know what? I was thinking now, if we would go and eat, how the Lord is really changing everything. Because if we would go and eat in the beginning, you remember, if we went to a restaurant, I would sit, by the way, with his plate and he would sit with my plate. Oh, yes. And what did I tell you
I
then?
still I steal your chips.
Yes, he's not allowed to take my chips. We would always joke because he would steal my chips. And by the way, he loves joking. So, yeah, that's already part of our family. And then I'd cut up his food and then we would exchange. In the beginning, you were shy.
A lot. But the thing is, I eat your chips, then the people won't think it's your plate. So
Is that why? I
yes,
don't think it's just that reason, but anyway.
and it's more chips for me.
Yes, I think it's rather more that that reason. But the other day I started realizing you don't want me to cut your food
No,
anymore.
I learned to cut it, but I can't cut not like other people cut their food. I take the knife and cut it, then I put the knife down, then I peg it with my fork, and then I eat. Then I'm done. Then I cut it again, then I pick it again with the
Yes,
fork.
because you can only use the
Yes.
one
And
hand.
then I'm not shy because I'm also eating like everyone with a knife and fork.
Oh, yes. And tell me, oh, yes, you were chosen for to go and compete against the whole South Africa with shot put.
Yes, with short put.
And what medal did you get against the whole South Africa? And I just want to mention that fact that our loving Lord always uses the bad, whatever He allowed in our lives, He uses for the good. And what medal did you get?
I got silver for shot put, and yes,
And I remember I always prayed. Do you remember that? That I always prayed that our loving Lord, our great healer, will touch you and heal you. And then one day, what did you say? Do you still remember?
no, I forgot.
You said, I must stop praying that He heals you.
Yes, now I remember because I'm I'm perfect like I want to be.
Yes, it's not anymore
No,
something you kicking against, you
because
know.
I accepted how that I'm disabled and I made peace with it because you can't take the life for granted because you must if you don't enjoy life you will like it
Regret.
regret when you're older and then you look back and then you tell yourself but why didn't I enjoy my life
Yes.
because you can't take time back.
You can't. And being positive, we always joked and we said his elder brother um would be I'd be still carrying him around. We always joked he, yes, shame, he, but he's also positive, but you're
Okay.
much more positive.
Yes.
But we said, yes, you were what we'll call it in English, a go-getter. And he
Always.
still he fits, your brother fits perfectly in the personality he is, but
Definitely.
you're just a go-getter and you're positive. And I believe the kids also say you're positive. What do you love a lot?
Laughing. I love laughing because if you don't laugh, you will be
Depressed.
depressed and you won't like laugh is good for your health and
Yes, it's good medicine.
it's good medicine like mom you tell
Yes, don't
everyone
worry.
and because if you don't laugh your life would be really boring.
Yes. And Luan, thank you so much for joining me for our lovely coffee chat. This didn't go so difficult, and I believe you're going to join me again for a coffee
Definitely,
chat.
mom. I would definitely join everyone and you again.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes. Till
Oh,
next time.
till next time. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us for our lovely coffee chat. Until next time. Bye bye.
Toodles.